Like Chair Lady has said, I was a CC member in charge of tourism in the previous government, but now I'm a practitioner in tourism. First of all, I want to thank the organizers for putting together this function, and the first of its kind. Because I remember in, I think 2014, before I joined the county government then, the other major event that was held on this ground, I think was the investment conference. So kudos to you for coming close to 10 years later to have such a beautiful function. There's a lot to talk about tourism. Nzoia is a blessed country. Over 100 years ago, white settlers discovered this county and they came and made this their home. If it wasn't for our liberators who fought and shed blood, the white settlers would be still here. So this is a very, very special county. And it is known as Kenya Ndogo because every community is literally represented in Nzoia. I want to take the practitioners who have been taking a lot of things for granted, but over the years, you see every December, and I think as we speak now, the visitors have started to arrive. If you're in Nairobi or Mombasa, getting a bus to Nzoia in the coming weeks is going to be a very difficult thing. Actually, most of them will now come after the new year. These are visitors, these are tourists. So we must also find a niche for them in whatever arrangements we do. I'm sure some of you could have watched a clip by Chirandula and a lady, Awinja. Very funny thing, but it speaks volumes. Awinja and Willie Broder are hosts home. They have their people coming from Nairobi. When, after all the festivities and all that, they have packed ndizi, mahindi, kuku, kwa gari. On the last day now, these guys are going off. The Nairobi guys are giving them either a t-shirt or some funny small things. And these people wonder, we've kept these people here for a whole week, fed them, made sure we didn't do anything, but just take care of them. And we have loaded a lot of our food for them to go with to Nairobi. And here they are leaving us with the t-shirts and some funny things, cards. I think as practitioners, let's tap in that segment of tourists coming to Nzoia. We have a lot of our brothers, sisters, fathers working all over the country. And every December, it's a tradition that these people come home. Can we change the narrative so that instead of taking away what we have labored so much for throughout the year, these people bring us money? How do we do that? Of course, there are challenges here and there. We know this being a very cosmopolitan county, there have been a lot of intermarriages. So when people bring their families to back home in Nzoia, the children who have grown up in Nairobi find challenges. Nitaenda choo wapi? Nitaoga namna gani? All those challenges. So you find, instead of coming home for Christmas in Nzoia, most of them opt to go to Mombasa or go to Masai Mara. They come up with all sorts of excuses to avoid coming home. What can we do to make home attractive for these people? And also to make sure that we earn something from them. We must come up with the that.
Which alot.
We must come up with products which will interest these people to be home. And I want to congratulate my brother Kurgat. He started the Saiwa Walk every 26th of December. So that's an event which can help pull these people home. We must make very exciting activities up the Mount Elgon, so that besides people coming home to meet their relatives, they know one of the things they must do is to climb the mountain. So as I said, I was in charge of tourism a few years ago here. One of the things that challenged me when I was in that position was, how do we address the issue of water and sanitation so that tourism can be truly localized at the grassroots? There is Mzee, a number of you know, especially Kurgat and Sarah, Mzee who has really tried to put up some facilities for homestays. Mzee John Mwavula, I looked at his setup, beautiful area. He has the Sitatunga in his compound. He has a beautiful house, but the challenge still is the area of water and sanitation. How do we make such a guy make his facility attractive to international visitors? Because the in thing now is to have our friends from out come and stay with our communities just to see how we run our affairs back home. So because of that challenge, I came up with a simple solution to provide water for this kind of homes. So there's a hand pump here, very simple. It is a pump that can lift water to some 15 meters and allow that water to flow downwards by gravity. So it can run a shower, because people want to shower definitely. It can run hand washing, even water drinking points, because the same tank can have a chlorine doser to make the water safe. And they can have a sitting toilet where you can use the same water for pour flush. This facility would revolutionize tourism at the grassroots, because a lot of our people they're not connected to running water. So what would happen? One would have to harvest water and have either a 5,000 liter tank or 10,000 liter tank, depending on one's means. Then this water, when harvested, is stored underground. Then you can have this pump, which can then lift the water to some elevated tank. And your visitor will enjoy having a shower instead of kila jioni. Umechamshia mgeni maji, umepelekea karaya kwa bafu. Sometimes hata hakuna bafu. Ni nyumba ya nyumba tu. Alafu ana. So some of these visitors find that a bit very strange, odd, and this kind of intervention simplifies, it makes tourism a lot more interesting and easy. Secondly, the same pump can help you grow some vegetables through irrigation. So it is connected to a sprinkler system. As a host, your visitors can then have a choice of food from your garden. So these are the kind of small things that would make tourism very, very interesting. But above all, our people who are employed out and come home for Christmas, we really want to insist that anytime they come home, they must leave some money. There must be a charge that these people have to pay for the services. Because in our African culture, a lot of those services we offer are taken for granted. And I think we must consciously decide that we must now begin to introduce that element of payment for whatever services that we offer as parents. The same people, when they are economically empowered, are the same people now who will come and have time on weekends at the west side, come to Pazuri to swim, or all these established hotels we have around here. And they can also afford to go to Saiwa National Park or to Mount Elgon National Park. But if you have a poor community, then tourism is really left to foreign visitors, but not our domestic visitors. So that is what I had to say about us moving tourism to the next level. So with that, I think, Madam Chair, I then would wish to close this function. And this is not just the closing per se that people go away, but it allows now people to mingle very, very freely. And I'm told there is a very important booth somewhere held by SWAM, where I'm told after this, everybody now will start flocking there. Apart from Kurgat, Madam Chair, and until recently myself. So thank you so much. I wish now to bring this function to an official close.
DJ. Everyone, please be seated. Thank you, DJ. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.